Hi, this project is a demonstration of Warehouse Management System. The Warehouse Management System is a real-time inventory database capable of handling large inventories of an organization. This can be used to track the inventory of a single store or to manage the distribution of stock between several stores of a larger franchisee. However, the system merely records sales and restocking data and provides notification of low stock. The goal is to reduce the strain of tracking rather than to handle all store maintenance. The main goal of a warehouse management system is to ensure consistent availability of products for customers. So let's see how the system works. Let's see the admin login first. Once the user clicks the admin login, he must enter the ID and the password. So let's enter the ID and the password. Once the admin logins to the system, these are the modules he can access. So let's see the products module. Over here, he can add the product details. The product ID is generated by the system itself. We must specify the product name and we can enter the unit cost per unit. So let's enter the product details. So let's enter the product name. If I enter milk and I can upload the image. And this is the unit. You can specify the unit via milligram, gram, kg, milliliter. If the product is in pieces, you can specify units, and you can specify cost per unit. And as milk is considered as in liters, so I'll be selecting liter, and cost per unit per liter. And you can specify description, it's optional. And this is the stock which is available in the warehouse. So if suppose I'm entering 5 liters of milk, so I will enter the stock and I will click on to the submit button. So this product has been added and it is stored in the database. So let's see the next module, that is supplier. You can add the supply details by clicking on to add button, and the supplier ID is generated by the system. Here the once I click onto the search button, the particular supply details will be shown, and the supply can edit as well as delete the details by selecting this particular row. And you can click onto the edit button if you want to update particular supplies detail, and if he wants to delete it, he can click onto the delete button after once he selects the row over here. And if suppose I want to edit the supply details, suppose I'm editing the mobile number, and once I click on to the submit button, these details will be updated and it will be reflected in the database. Let's see the customer module. Over here, the admin can add the customer details by clicking on to the add button, and the ID is generated by the system itself. So let's enter the customer name and the email ID, mobile number, contact number, and the address. and the details in the remark are optional. And once he clicks on to the submit button, these details will be stored in the database. So since mobile number is not of 10 digit, I should enter 10 digit mobile number. So once the admin clicks onto the submit button, this customer details had been stored in the database. It had been successfully added. Let's see the next module. The admin can view the customer details by clicking onto the view button. Over here, you can specify the customer name by entering the customer name and clicking. Once he clicks onto the search button, that particular customer name and his personal details will be shown over here. If you want to edit, so you can do so by once he selects this particular row, he can edit or he can delete the details of that particular customer. And if I want to edit this details of this customer, I will click on to the edit button. These details will be shown over here. And if suppose I am editing the mobile number, I'll change the mobile number, and once I click on to the update button, these details will be reflected in the database. Let's see the next module, that is new transaction module. Over here there is transaction in and transaction out. Transaction in is where the particular store, some organization purchases the product from some other supplier. Over here you must mention the supplier name, so from where he purchases the product. If suppose I'm selecting Akash and this is the product type, and you must specify the product name. If I'm purchasing cottage cheese, the product stock is 25 kg, and if suppose I need more 5 kgs, I will enter the unit and the amount will be automatically calculated by the system. And once the admin clicks onto the add button, this will be shown over here. And if suppose I'm selecting almonds and I need 3 kgs more, so I will enter the unit and the amount will be automatically calculated by the system. And once the admin clicks onto the add button, this will be shown over here. And once he completes with the transaction adding, he must click on to the done button. So this part of section will be disabled, and from here he can view whatever the products he had entered, as well as he can see the total amount. So 850 is the total amount, and if suppose you want to delete some of the products, you can do so by selecting the row, and once he clicks on to the delete button, this product will be deleted from his transaction. And he can specify any tax is charged for him. So if suppose I'm adding the tax as 20, and he must specify the amount. If suppose he had paid the amount 500 and the balance amount will be calculated by the system, and he can specify any note. And once he's done with his entering the amount, he must click on to the submit button. These details will be stored in the database, and he can take print of about the transaction performed. So if I click on to the print button, so the bill number, date, and the name of the supplier will be shown over here, and whatever the products he had purchased, and as well as the total amount and the tax, and the total amount with the tax will be shown over here. And he can have a signature over here. So he can take a print of this receipt by clicking onto the print button over here, and he can select any of the print and he can take the print about this receipt. Let's see the next module, that is transaction out. Over here he must select the customer, and the transaction means whatever the product he sells to any of the customer, that transaction details he can enter in this module. So he must specify the customer name to whom he is going to sell the product. If suppose I'm clicking on to Arun, so this is the customer name, and the product and the type will be automatically selected by the system, and he must specify the product name he is going to sell. Suppose almonds. If suppose he wants to sell 3 kgs of almond, and he can manipulate the amount as well. If suppose he wants to sell the product for 650, so you can do so. And once he clicks onto the add button, these details will be added and it will be shown over here. And if suppose Suppose he wants to delete any of the product, he can do so by selecting the row, and once he clicks onto the delete button, these details will be stored. These details will be removed from this grid view. And once he done with the transaction, he clicks onto the done button. So this part of the section will be disabled, and the bill number will be generated by the system itself, and the amount is calculated by the system. He can enter the tax amount and the amount he had paid. If suppose he had paid 200 rupees, and the balance amount will be calculated by the system. If there is any note related to this transaction, he can enter the transaction note. If it is not, it's optional, you can't. And once he done with the transaction out, so he can click on to the submit button. These details will be added into the database, and he can take a print about this transaction, and the bill number, the customer name will be shown over here, and the total amount. And you can take a print by clicking onto the print button, which is shown over here, and you can take a print about this product. This is how the transaction out module works. Let's see the view details. Over here you can view stocks, sales manager and warehouse manager. So let's see the stocks. Over here you must enter the product name if you want to view particular product. If suppose I'm entering milk, and once the admin clicks onto the search button, the milk, this product details will be shown over here. And once he clicks any of these product, and you can edit the product as well as delete, as well as you can export these product details to the Excel sheet by clicking on to export to Excel button. Once he clicks onto this button, you must specify the Excel sheet name. If suppose I'm entering export 1, this file will be stored over here, whichever the location you have specified. And if you want to edit these product details, you can edit so by clicking on to the edit button, and the product name, detail and the unit of that product, cost as well as the product image will be shown over here. You can update this product. If suppose I'm editing the cost of the product as 60, and once the admin clicks on to the update button, this sales manager details, the admin can view the sales manager details over the manager and their personal details as well. And let's see the next module, that is warehouse manager. Over here the admin can view the warehouse manager details. Let's see the reports module. Over here the admin can view the transaction performed by specifying the transaction ID. Here you must enter the transaction ID, and you can select any of the type, in or out. I'm selecting in. And once the admin clicks onto the submit button, the product name, type and quantity amount will be shown over here, and you can export these details to the Excel sheet by clicking on to export to Excel. Once he clicks the export to Excel, you must specify the file name, and you can save the file. Let's see the next module, that is monthly report. Over here you can see the transaction in as well as transaction out report, and the total amount, paid amount as well as the balance. And you can export these details by clicking on any of these buttons, and you can save this file. Let's see the next module, that is add sales manager. Over here you must enter the sales manager detail, and the sales manager can use the ID and the password in order to log into the system. So let's enter the name and the ID and password. Once the admin clicks onto the submit button, this details will be stored in the database. Let's see the next module, that is the add warehouse manager. Over here you must specify the name, contact number, ID and the password. The warehouse manager can enter the ID and the password to log into the system. So let's enter the name, contact number, ID and the password. Once the admin enters this detail and clicks on the submit button, this data will be stored in the database. Let's see the next module, that is change password. The particular admin can change his password by specifying the old password as well as the new password. You must enter the old password very correctly. If he enters the wrong password and enters the new password, and once he clicks on to the submit button, and the system will show an error message, that is password does not match, so he must enter the correct password, correct old password. And once he clicks the submit button, his password is updated. So this is how the admin module works. Let's see the warehouse login module. Once the user clicks onto the warehouse login, he must enter the ID and the password. So let's enter the ID and the password. When the warehouse manager clicks onto the login button, these are the modules you can access. So let's see the in transaction module. Over here, the transaction, whatever the transaction performed, that details will be shown over here. So what are the products he had purchased from the supplier, you must mention the supplier name, which are listed over here. And if suppose I'm clicking Akash, and the type of the product is the base, and you can select the product name. Any of these product you can select. So once he clicks the product name, the product stock will be shown over here, the total stock available in the inventory. And if suppose he wants to buy 5 units of this product, 5 kg of these product, and the total amount will be calculated and will be shown by the system itself. And once he clicks onto the add button, so these details will be shown over here. And once he completes with this adding up the details about the product, so we can click onto the done button, and this part of the section will be disabled by the system, and we can delete the product by selecting any of these products. And once he clicks the particular row and clicks onto the delete button, these details will be deleted from the transaction, and the total amount will be shown over here. And if there is any tax charged, we can specify the tax, and we can specify the total amount paid. Suppose he had paid 500 rupees, and the balance amount will be calculated, and this note is optional. And once he enters these details, and he can click on to the submit button, and these details will be stored in the database, and you can take a print of these transaction details by clicking onto the print button. So this is the receipt of that transaction, and the bill number will be shown over here, and the name of the supplier, date, and the product name, and the total amount will be calculated and will be shown over here, and the tax amount. If suppose he had entered any of the tax, the total amount will be different. And you can take a print of this receipt by clicking onto the print buttons, which is shown over here, and you can take a print of this. Let's see the next module, that is out transaction. In out transaction, he must specify the customer details, to whom he is going to sell the product. Once he clicks the customer type, and these are the customer names. If suppose I'm entering this customer name, and this will be automatically selected by the system. You must specify the product name. If suppose I'm entering cottage cheese, and the product stock which is available in the inventory will be shown over here, and he can add the total amount he wants to sell, and he can manipulate the amount as well. If he sells the product for more amount, he can manipulate the amount. And once he clicks the add button, these details will be shown over here. And if he wants to delete this transaction, he can do so by selecting this row, and once he clicks onto the delete button, this detail will be deleted, and the bill number will be shown over here. And once he done with entering the transaction detail, he must click on to the done button, and this part of the section will be disabled, and he can view the bill number, amount, and if he wants to enter the tax, suppose 20, and if suppose he had paid 50 rupees, the total balance will be shown over here, and he can specify note, which is optional. And once he done with these details, he must click on to the submit button, and you can take a print of this by clicking onto the print button. And you can see the bill number, name, this is the receipt of that transaction, and you can take a print of this by clicking onto the print button, which is shown over here. Let's see the next module, that is the view supplier. Over here you can view the various suppliers, and you can edit the supplier details by selecting any of these supplier. And once he clicks onto the edit button, their details will be shown over here, and you can edit their personal details, and you can update the details by clicking onto the update button, and these details will be reflected onto the database. Let's see the next module, that is the view customer module. Over here you can view various customer details, and you can do the same thing, edit and delete, by selecting any of these rows, and these details, once he clicks onto the edit button, these details will be shown in this panel and he can edit their details. Let's see the next module, that is view transaction module. Over here you must specify the transaction ID, and once he clicks, and you must specify the transaction type, and once he clicks onto the submit button, these details will be shown over here. There is no details about this ID. If there is any ID, you must specify the ID and the transaction type, and these details will be shown in this grid view. Let's see the next module, that is monthly report. Over here the warehouse manager can take a look of this transaction in and transaction out report, and the total amount and the balance amount left with, and you can manipulate the dates and click on to the search button. Based on the date selected, he can view the various transactions. Let's see the next module, that is view stocks module. Over here he must specify the product name. If suppose he wants to edit any of these products, if suppose I want to edit the almonds product, so I will select any of these rows and click onto the edit button, and these details will be shown at the right hand side, and he can edit that product details, and he can export these product details to Excel sheet by specifying the Excel sheet name. And once he clicks onto the save button, these details will be stored in the Excel sheet, and he can view that details for further analysis. Next module, let's see the next module, change password. Over here you can the warehouse manager can change his password by specifying the old password and the correct old password, and by specifying a new password, and once he clicks onto the update button, his password will be changed. Now I don't want to change any of the passwords, so I'm keeping like that. Let's see, this is how the warehouse manager module works. Let's see the next module, that is the sales login. Sales manager can specify the sales ID and the password in order to log into the system. So let's enter the ID, the password. Once the sales manager logins to the system, these are the modules you can access. One is the transaction in. Over here you can specify the transaction performed. Whatever the products he had purchased, he can specify by entering the supplier details as well as the product details. It is same as we have seen before in warehouse manager as well as in admin module. Let's see the transaction out module. Transaction out module works the same as we have seen in warehouse manager module as well as in admin module. Over here you must specify the customer details as well as the product details. Stocks module. Over here you can view the product stock by selecting any of these products, and can edit the product by clicking onto the edit button, and you can edit a particular product by clicking, suppose I'm selecting this product, and once I click onto the edit button, over here you can edit the cost as well as the units, and you can even export these details to Excel sheet by clicking onto export to Excel, and these details will be stored in the Excel sheet, and you can save the file as per his preference, and you can view these details afterwards whenever required. Let's see the next module, that is the change password. Over here you must specify the correct old password as well as the new password. If it is correct, you can update the password,